Welcome. It's Dr. Ali, and I'm doing a pop up live. As you guys are popping in, say hi. Let me know that you are seeing this clear and that you're hearing me clear. Also, let me know where you're coming from. Are you on the East Coast, West Coast, or a whole different coast altogether? So we were supposed to be doing this a different way, but you know how God works. We let him run the things. We try to say we're in this, but it's really him that's
We were supposed to be
designing.
doing this a
And
different way, but you know how God works. Let him
ah,
run the
you had to
things. We try
turn
to say
that
we're
down, Joy, because I'm
it's
hearing
really
me
him that's
twice.
designing it a different way, but you know how.
Sorry, my
Twice.
bad.
That's all right. So Dr. Joy invited me to talk to them today about a live tour that I'm doing with my masterminders. With my, she's one of my executive elite masterminders, or executive elite clients, and we decided to visit her hometown, Detroit, where I'm getting to come out there and share some insights on content marketing and sales in a workshop this weekend. So she said, Dr. Allie, how about we drop in and do a live and invite the folks? So I was like, sure. But whilst we're here, let's talk about business. Who want to hear about business? Hi, Jacqueline Levy out in Instagram in LinkedIn world. How are you? Who wants to talk about business? Who wants to talk about business? Who wants to talk about business? Now, here's the beauty about it. If you come on Saturday or you can join us virtually, we'll be able to dive even deeper into business. So I'm gonna lead with that. So if you're interested in that, Dr. Joy should have the link ready that she can pop into the chat. If you do, put it in the chat so they can see it, and or put it where you in our private chat so I can drop it in here since I'm the one
Yeah, I
now in
can't now. I
charge.
can't do it. I had all the things ready, and now I can't.
So we were supposed to go live on her StreamYard, but for some reason systems decided to just say, well, womp womp. So we decided to go live on my StreamYard. So I kind of took back the power. I got the power. So
Terrible.
she's like freaking out because it went from her doing the interview style towards me to now it's my show. No, I'm actually gonna turn it back over to her. So Dr. Joy, it's still your show. What do you want to go with? You lead me, I will follow. I just want to put that fear into her face. Like, wait a minute, wait, what?
Well, you did a very good job of putting the fear of God into me, and that is what I was feeling. But so what's up, everybody? I have shared this to my personal page and to my feed, so hopefully you all are out there. I wasn't able to share it to my business page until it's over, and then I'll do all of the things. Um, but so I just literally wanted to come on and ask Dr. Ali a few questions about why she decided to do a tour. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and um, that in and of itself will make people like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. But what was it about this topic, about what you want to do, that made you want to go on tour with it?
But thank you for that wonderful question. The whole gist of it is because of the times that we just went through, because of the last 2 years being behind Zoom, being behind boxes. I was super intentional about wanting to start 2022 different. I wanted to be in the same room with people. I felt like if we've done a lot of trainings, we've done a lot of stuff virtual, and I think I missed human connection, human contact, human exchange. And I know we're still in the process of safety, so we're doing it with safety measures. We're asking people to test before they come. We have on site testing as needed. But the whole gist of it is that the exchange of energy to grow our business was missing. And yeah, we can do it virtually. Absolutely, we can. We will continue to do it. But if I had and I now have the opportunity to go into four spaces that are my clients, my people who I already have established relationships with. If I can go into their locations and to warm up and love on their people, their tribe, their community in person, then I think number one is the best way of whoever attends to actually get information that they can activate immediately. And number two, I think is the best way for my clients to see how to have small types of workshops and how they can continue to nurture within their community. So it's a twofold. So everybody gets to kind of learn something and develop their next level steps.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I think it's great that we are like finally out and about some. But you, like you said, never can be too careful. We know COVID's still outside and all the things. So, but I think even speaking to that though, like the fact that these are super safe events, we're as safe as we can possibly be, and all of those things, and making sure that we have enough space and all of that. So that is super exciting. The next question I have for you is, who is this tour for and
Hmm.
why?
So this tour are for women, although men can come in because I hate excluding anyone. If for anyone who has business ideas or may have a business already in place but feel they need additional clarity in terms of planning their next steps, and the execution spaces. Sometimes we get stuck in our own mode when it's just us and ourselves and our ideas, but sometimes you need to be in a space with a trained expert, with a positive environment that's lifting you in higher vibrations so that you can get clarity in your next steps in executing. So one thing I love to do is simplifying things. I feel like sometimes we get so overwhelmed with all the things that has to get done to market, to brand our business, to create sales in our business, that we can sit down and look at, okay, what's the overall steps that we want to do and how could we break it down into simple bite-sized achievable steps. And that's what we do together. The fact that you have someone that's trained like me, and you have a tribe or a community to tell you, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't pay money for that, or ooh, I would definitely invest in something like that, gives you that extra confidence in what you're putting together for your plan. So I love having people together when we can kind of talk about ideas together and be able to make those steps immediately.
Listen, getting lost inside your business, like how many times does that happen for people where like you work in your business so much that you literally, like it's like a rabbit hole, like you don't know where to start, you don't know where you're ending and what, what it is that you can do. So the title of the workshop is Content to Sales. And so what made you title the workshop Content to Sales?
Because everyone's talking about content, right? Go out there and do reels, do social media lives. Everybody has to come out and just figure out, what do I need to put out to connect with my audience. And a lot of people are just confused, period, with whatever content to put out. With 50 million people given 50 million directions of which way to go, I think it's important that we get clear on what content is aligned with our brand and who we are there to serve. So we get a little bit more niche down into this quarter that's coming up. Let's get clearer on our content and how we're going to deliver that. Let's get clearer on the marketing strategies we're going to use. And then, of course, we shouldn't be out here giving away all our goodies with asking for the exchange in value. So helping them to feel more comfortable with asking for sales, and making sure they are aligning their content where it's still leading into whatever offers they may have, and just getting super clear on that space. I feel most of my clients or people who are in my mompreneurs tribe have come to me because that were some of their biggest blocks. So let's just handle it in person. Let's take care of the biggest blocks and get you activated and executing towards what you need more, which is always more money.
Right. So it's like the crazy thing is, like, if you have tons of content and all of the things, because I know so many people, and so many people that I work with personally, like they have so much content and all of the things are lined up, but they're not making no sales, like literally no conversions, like, but they got content for days. Debbie's in the chat and she said that we're saying everything that's going through her head, through her mind, right? And it's so
Mhm.
important though that we that we remember, right? Like, we got to sell to have a business. You can't have a business without selling. And then some people, it's just really, really uncomfortable for. Like, we find ourselves in these service roles so often that selling can be a bit uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable to put a price on things. It can be uncomfortable to, you, like you said, exchange in value. I love how you put that. It's an exchange in value. Like, what you're doing is completely worth it, and if it's worth it, then you should be compensated for what you do. It's irresponsible to not be compensated
Absolutely. And
for
as a
what.
CEO, you have bills, like you have responsibilities. And sometimes we're out here creating content upon content because content is fun. It's like going to school we all love art class. We all love drawing the things and coloring and doing all the fun things. But when it comes to math or when it comes to the subjects that we're going to get tested in, sometimes we're running away from that. So the way I look at that is in terms of how can we bridge the gap so the content that we're creating is still leading into the sales and the conversions while still making impact. So let me just put a pump on the brakes, and everybody gonna say, "Oh my God, Dr. Allie's only speaking about money, 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 money. I'm doing this because I want to help the people and I want to see changes." Please note, our brands are fully, that is our primary responsibility. We want to be in service and see transformation occur. However, we also need to understand that there is usually a payment process for an exchange in value. Now, you can decide whether it's going to be high, you can decide if it's going to be low, you can decide whatever you choose, but please choose wisely so that your business can continue to flow and you can continue impacting more people.
Absolutely. And I think it's worth noting that you can't make an impact if you can't afford to make an impact. Like, let's just drop that gem right there. Like, like it takes money to move the thing. So like when those money conversations are difficult, like we literally just have to remember, like, in order for me to make the impact that I want to make, like we need what we have coming in, and it has to be transactional.
And it
Um,
has to be something that we can predict. We want to move into a space of predictable sales, right? Like, even for us to have this conversation right now, we're streaming from StreamYard. For me to be able to stream to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, at least 4 of the Facebook pages on one conversation required me to invest money in that. So because I want to save time in my business, we don't want to jump on and do this again 3 times. We want to make sure we're doing it with one time, and we have to invest in that for that value of being able to do that. You're a business. You're giving value. There's some things like StreamYard has free access. We could have done just 2 or 3, and that would have been free, and that's totally fine. But as we began to impact more with having a greater reach, with being able to say the words and having more people being able to receive this, then we had to invest for that level. So I want you to start thinking about that in terms of your business and how, especially if you attend on Saturday, whether it's virtual, whether it's in person, you're going to learn the different ways of scaling your content where you can have low touches, where you can scale it and price it, where you can price it at a minimal number or something that you feel very, very comfortable with, under $10, under $20. But then there's certain things that are increased time that you're giving in, increased value that you're giving in. And we're going to find a number that feels good with you that you'll be able to say the exchange in value.
Boom, and that's it, right? So like she put in the chat, guys, like it's in the chat, and we'll make sure that it is in the link. If you hit that bit.ly link, bit.ly content to sales Detroit, you want to be in the room. If you cannot be in the room physically, we have a virtual opportunity for you. And if you are tired of doing the same thing inside of your sales that you have done for so long, if you want to have better conversions, if you want to see more money in your pocket instead of out of your pocket, then you are eligible for this. You are eligible for this opportunity, and we cannot wait to see you on Saturday. I'm super hyped. I'm like super geek. I can hardly contain myself. Dr. Allie, tell the people how they can find you, although we're
She
inside your.
can.
You said what?
I said she can. She can contain herself. First of all, I'm coming to the D, right? Like last week they had me in Kentucky, which I've never been to before. Now I'm going to Detroit, which I've never been to before. So I'm excited about touching land and being able to help more people. Oh, Jacqueline. Oh, let me put it for you. I'm sorry, sis. I totally didn't put it in LinkedIn. I got to figure out, how do I make comments in LinkedIn? This is interesting. I got you, Jacqueline. I'll come back in and send it for you, because right now it's just allowing me to only make comments inside of Facebook and YouTube. So I'll come back in. But it's basically bit.ly/content to sales Detroit. It's bit.ly is that backslash or forward slash?
Forward slash.
Forward slash. I felt it wrong.
And you
Forward
can catch it on her website, the draliciagriffin.com. You can catch it there too. We
word
just
is
wanted to
there.
make it a little shorter for you. So it's scrolling across the bottom there. So anybody who wants to, like, you can get in. Astanda, we see you. Good to see you. Astanda is out in Texas. We got Texas, Louisiana, Michigan, New York in the house. I think Siobhan
Everybody.
is from Minneapolis. We got all places. So we're excited about the impact that we're making, or well, Dr. Allie's making
We
around.
are making. Because if you didn't invite me, I wasn't coming. So because I had no one to host me. So now that you're hosting, it's an exciting experience because I get to support on two paths. Like I said, I get to support my clients and I get to support people who that you invite, and now our virtual people that are going to pop in. And you asked why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I know many of us are now stepping into Q2. Many of us are still confused. Many of us need clarity, and sometimes we need clarity in a smaller space. This is usually I would have my mompreneurs conference and I have more people on it, but I felt like really being intimate and pouring into the few that say yes. And the investment is less than $200. It has different scales. I mean, if you bring a bestie, I think we had a bring a bestie deal. I'm not sure if that's still there, but when you get on the site, you can see the virtual is under $100. Like you, every single person that I've attended so far have said it's been beyond the value of what they invested in. So just know that you're coming in for clarity, your next steps, and to feel a little bit more comfortable, because I really should have called it sales. But when I say sales, people get mad scared. They're like, wait a minute, I want to talk about money. I want to talk about money, but I don't want to talk about money. I know I need to talk about money, but so I said, okay, let's just ease it out and do content to sales so they can understand how do we move towards the sales and feel more comfortable in that space. Where do you find me? At Dr. Ali Griffith everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Of course, I have free gifts at by what is it? startandgrowyourbiz.com. Once you sign up there, there's free tools there. But go to drallygriffith.com and you'll be able to see me, or you'll be go to any of my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, and you'll find me at Dr. Ali Griffith. Any questions out there? If there's any questions, I think we got about a minute to answer questions. Are there any specific questions?
This gold time. If you got a question time, now it's time to put it in to get it answered by the expert. Listen, we've been all over the place. We've been to Maryland. We've been to Kentucky. We're coming to Detroit. I feel like we've been somewhere else too. New York. Like, and it's not stopping. It's not stopping. So we may we don't know where we're going next. But somewhere.
The Joy kind of had me all over the place. She was like, Chicago. Did I hear Chicago? And I'm like,
do we need to go to Chicago? Let's say the word. Let's go to Chicago. Yes, absolutely. And at the end of this month, we are hitting Aruba. I'm super excited to be going back to Aruba. Tell us a little bit about the Biz Beach Retreat real quick, and then we are going to leave you here unless you got a question in the chat for us.
Oh my goodness, Biz Beach Retreat is my special baby. It is where, if you think the spending the few hours in our spaces is anything, imagine spending 5 days, 4 nights in beautiful island space where all you're seeing is blue water, and you're working on yourself. You're working on your personal development and spiritual development growth. And most importantly, we're getting some time in with our business. For once, we shut off the world for a few days and we work on business. We spend the day in content. We spend the day in marketing. We spend the day in sales. And then we put it all together so that you have speaking skills and just different ways of how you can blend your business and stand out from the crowd. Somebody say stand out from the crowd. Like stand really tap into your unique space, but there's nothing like doing it where it's tranquil, where you get to feel it and just totally embrace your next. So if you're interested with hearing anything about Biz Beach Retreat, I only give personal invitations out because we protect our space. So I just need you to just send me an email or send me a message at info@Dr. Ali Griffith and say Biz Beach Retreat interested. We have our next set coming up in June, and I'll send you the specific information. I do not post the information all over because I just want to protect our space so I can make sure that we are where we are. Astanda said, yes, start laying out the business suits because we believe that the swimsuits are the new business suits. She took her swimsuits out this morning. She's coming with us to our April Biz Beach Retreat. Any website that help with contact that y'all know of, any website that help with contact that you all know of. My website? I know my website. Put that again, Jacqueline, so I can see exactly what you mean. Otherwise, it's Dr. Ali Griffith, if that's the website that you need to get in contact with me. Or my email, if you need to send a message to me regarding regarding either Biz Beach retreat or asking questions about our content to sales event this weekend, then let me type that in here so you have access to that too.
She said any website that help with content that y'all know of, maybe a Canva. Not really sure what
With
space she's
creating
talking.
content,
Mm-hmm.
it all depends on your brand and what is in alignment to your brand. So content, it varies depending on who are the people that you're attracting. It content, we could always use things like Canva, we could always use things like Facebook Creator Studio. But the key for me, I like to do, is create content calendars. In our tribe, we get really clear on making sure that the month ahead, each day is planned out, and each day is
Mm-hmm.
planned out strategically to what you're going to be saying, who you're going to be saying it to, where you're leading them into. And there's different types of content that we could use, whether it's informational, educational, entertainment. So we want to strategize that. Our tribe also speaks about content of the month. What are some things that we're gearing our month towards? My month this month is about autism. I'm an autism mom, so some of my content is going to be on that. But I'm also going to be speaking about legacy because I have my Legacy Brand Academy. So I make sure some of the content I'm going to speak about is an alignment to where I'm going to be leading people to and what's going on in the world at that time. So it's all strategy. And we can share more about that when we get together. Okay. I know who Jacqueline Levy is. It looks like you're one of my past clients. Are you one of my past clients, Jacqueline? I think I had a Jacqueline. I be getting so confused sometimes. All right. So Delasper, I see the squad coming in. Yes, I see y'all stand out from the crowd. So hi, Lucina. Shout out to my Elite Legacy Mastermind that's popping in and loving up on us. You see how Dr. Joy
Popping
tried to
in.
get me? All right, so do your thing, Dr. Joy.
Listen, thank you for just spending this time as we are pushing through to tomorrow. We could be talking all day, but Dr. Allie has to get to Detroit. So we are going to honor her time and we're going to let her go. Jacqueline Levy says, yes, she's one of your past clients. And we are going to have a ball in Detroit on tomorrow. So if you're local, if you are within 3 hours, you need to be in the room. You need to get in the room, and we've got 3 spots left in the room. And if you don't make it inside of the room in those 3 spots, I need you to be on our virtual call tomorrow because it's gonna be lit. So listen, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on the Content to Sales tour. And that's it. It's a wrap for me.
And it's a wrap, y'all. So before you jump off, just let us know what was the value of you being here today. What do you think you need to work on next as you look towards Q2 and the support that you need? What help do you need? So make sure you put it down in the chat so when we get a chance, either myself or Dr. Joy will pop in and answer. So before we jump off, I just wanted you to know who Dr. Joy is and how she helps people. So Dr. Joy, please make sure you introduce yourself to the folks.
Oh, what's up, y'all? I thought I introduced myself, but clearly I didn't because Coach was like, introduce yourself. I'm Dr. Joy. I am I am a personal development and professional development coach, and I help you with your souls, your systems, and your sales. And I'm looking forward to working with the people who need to be worked with in order to get your brand back on track. I specialize in making sure that you have the solutions you need inside of your business. That is me. That's all I do. That's who I am.
I love it. And what I love about Dr. Joy is that she's able to help you to work through some of those mindset blocks that we have. So seeing the sales, right? Having that block with being able to ask for sales. Sometimes we realize that it's not the actual money or the sales. Sometimes it's things that we had that happened previously in our life that we never ever addressed. Like for me, I realized that my difficulty with sales had to do with rejection, not feeling like I was accepted as a child with my dad not being in our house. Like it went deep into that. And we're thinking it's because I can't say, you like that, right? The 3 S's. She's so dope. With that, I'm thinking my sales block or my money block had to do with just me being afraid to ask and not realizing that it had a deeper root. So with Dr. Joy's expertise in helping people in the mental health area and helping people with certain blocks, and being able to like be really badass in systems. Like systems, she will sit down and just like, you know how those fast brains work, and then having the expertise, being trained. We've been trained in the same spaces. I've helped being one of her trainers at times, and just watching her being amazing in her sales area. She's just out here, and she's available for those who need that support. So definitely reach out to her. We got a powerful tribe, y'all. And most of you who are part of our tribe, you are part of our powerful tribe. For those of you who want to be part of our tribe, come on in. We like church. Our doors are always open. You're welcome. And so that you can continue building impact and making profit in your life and in your business. So shout out to Debbie. Debbie, I hope I'll see you. Debbie, you in here real powerful. So you better be up in that room. Does Debbie live in Detroit?
Debbie lives in Detroit. Tell Debbie that she needs to be in the room.
Debbie, am I gonna see you in the room? Because you said yes. Joy is a diamond. So you the diamond shiner, Debbie. You gotta come shine her diamond.
We got to get Debbie in this room. I'm gonna talk to Debbie. We get Debbie.
Debbie, you coming in the room? Tell them Dr. Allie said that Debbie, I got a special hug for you. I'm trying to figure it out, girl. Figure it out. If we gotta figure it out, we gonna figure it out because you showed up here. You know how we gonna figure it out, Debbie? Make sure you bring another person. That's how we figure it out. Spread the word. Tell somebody. If you bring 2 people in, we're gonna see if we gonna comp your ticket. So go work, Debbie. Go get those last 3 spots, Debbie. And then look at Dr. Joy and say, well, Dr. Allie said I could complimentary come in because I brought in 2 people that paid. So that see, I be picking things up. Joy, like,
listen, and it's not far from your house, Debbie. So
Debbie, walk over and bring some Detroit food. So what do I want to eat in Detroit? Like, y'all, have you guys all okay? So it's kind of done. That the business part is done. So if for those of you who looking for any more strategies, that part is done. Now I want to know more about Detroit. So what can you guys tell me about Detroit that did I need to taste? What should I not leave there without having? I mean, Dr. Troy just trying to figure out like what type of experience I need. I just need to know, does Detroit have a specialty food or something?
No, I don't know. I feel like Detroit is a melting pot. And the funny thing is I'm not from here, so I don't really have like all of the
so then you gotta tell us.
So I'm gonna find some locals. Like I'm gonna get with some locals and be like, hey, what we need to do to make this
make it happen.
Because if it's up to me, I'm gonna have you at the Hibachi Grill. We're gonna be at like
I'm okay with that too. The hibachi is different in Detroit. Just chop it up. Banzai.
Right. I don't even know. We're gonna figure something out when it comes to that. But we gonna get Debbie in that room. I'm gonna talk to Debbie. Debbie, find your people. Come talk to me. So
find your people, come talk to me. All right. So what time tomorrow? Tomorrow? What you got going on tomorrow? Girl, but don't stop rushing my time. Saturday's time is, what time is it, Joey?
It's 11 to 3 on Saturday. So Debbie says you should try Dr. Joy's Kitchen. So I happen to be a personal chef on the weekends, friends.
Joy is an A-man. I thought I was the Caribbean person. Dr. Joy be like, I do it all. Okay, Dr. Joy.
But we want to get Dr. Allie a good time here. She don't gotta have house food. We're gonna figure out where to go.
I'm okay with house food. Y'all know I'm super simple. Once it's delicious. Last week we had a blast in Kentucky. That food was yummy. Shout out to a bunch of good eats. Was it Good Food Eats? Wow, I always mess up her name.
It's Good Clean Eats.
Good Clean Eats. Thank you.
Something's happening with my hair and it's mirrored, so I don't know what to do with it.
Can y'all tell Dr. Joy you like her highlights?
It's fine.
I love her highlights. She looks so amazing with the highlights. All right, y'all. So that was a little behind the scene for y'all, so y'all can see that business can be fun. That it doesn't always have to be very uptight, but we could also have fun with business. So I'll see you guys in the room. We will be having fun in the room. We will be building businesses. We will be working on your content. You will be getting clear. You will leave that room like, oh my God, I spent 3-4 hours in this room and I got so much more done than I've been getting either for the last week, the last month, the last year. So that's the benefits of making sure you are in the room. And I didn't say that. The people who left the last time, if you go check my testimonials, that's what they said. And I was like, oh, yes.
That's what they said.
That's what
And
they said.
we aim to serve for testimonials. So
that part. I ain't gonna waste your time and you're gonna waste mine. So let's go get some work together and help you get more comfortable with your sales. All right. All right. It's an honor and a pleasure to always serve you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for taking your time out and listening to us. And for those of you who catch us on replay, #replay. And thank you for sharing us with the rest of the world. Until next time, have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye.